Holla at your boy. This is Jimbo Stevens alongside my co-host as usual, the Whole Effing Podcast, Ray Van Dam, with special guest, Fast Freddy. The reason why we call him Fast Freddy has nothing to do with like sex or anything. He's actually takes forever. We call him Fast Freddy because every time he's going up to draft, like it's like seconds and he's done and nobody knows about it. So like your term comes up and it's like you're just waiting for him to draft and he's already drafted. So like 2 minutes are already off the clock and you got like 30 seconds left to pick and you're like, what the fuck, dude? And he tells nobody. That's his strategy.
No, he doesn't.
That's his strategy.
It's like, hey everybody, there's the chicken wings are ready. Yeah! Bam. Makes his pick.
A lot of drunkenness has been caused.
Come back, you don't even realize that, you know.
And then your pick is skipped and you're like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
Anyway, on today's show, we're talking about the concussion doctor. Do you know what his name is?
Will Smith.
Will Smith. Fresh Prince.
That's the only.
Zamunda.
Every time they bring up the concussion doctor, that's all I think about is Will Smith. I don't even think about him.
Omalu.
That's
Omalu.
Omalu, that's his
Troy
name?
Palu.
Omalu.
Bennet Omalu.
Bennet Omalu. Okay, so Bennet Omalu. And we're here to discuss his statements that he gave to Congress about, in regards to high school kids playing high school football and calling
High school kids playing high school football.
Yeah.
What a concept.
Well, why would you have adults playing high school football?
It probably happened.
You know,
No, it happened in Franklin.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
They actually recruited.
They have adults playing high school basketball sometimes.
Yeah, like that dude. That dude looked like he was 35.
Yeah. Or baseball happens in Little League. Was it Danny Almonte? What was he, like 16, 17, playing in like a 12, 13-year-old league?
They're like, no, he just
happens.
grew fast for his age.
No.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So his comments on signing up your children for high school football should be considered child abuse, and we're here to discuss that.
Yeah,
in detail. Who wants to go first? Should we have a show of hands? Who wants to go first?
Go ahead.
Fuck you! No, okay. So there's just so many layers of this to rip apart. It's just.
Should we just read the little statement?
Let's
real
read
quick?
the
part
a couple-
that actually makes no sense for this
for
whole thing.
for those who aren't up to
up to speed.
Up to date.
I'm just going to read this little part. The study focused on people who played football for at least 14 years and found evidence of CTE in people who only played high school football.
So,
I've known
your question. You go ahead and you bring that up.
known a lot of dummies in my life. In high school, met a lot of stupid people. And I don't know any of them that had played 14 years worth of football or only made it to the high school level. Like, Pop Warner football does not start at age 4. It does not start at age 4. You cannot play tackle football from age 4, 14 years, bam, 18, senior year. Like, that makes no sense already off the get-go. How do you play 14 years worth of football? And
at least in California,
play,
there's probably like some underground league in Texas.
Yeah, and
they
they
start
only
off at
play
like
up to your senior year.
Yeah,
like,
but
that
you're
doesn't
6
make
years
any
old
sense.
and 350 pounds.
Was
Yeah.
it? You played what? Was you said 8 years
8 years
old?
old was when I started playing football.
8 years old. So that's probably right around the normal age range of Pop Warner football.
Yeah.
And even think about that. Those first couple of years of Pop Warner football, I'm sure no one's getting concussions. You can say, wait a minute, you can't just say no one's getting concussions. Like, I probably can. I just said it. Like,
That's right, bitch.
Think about the athletic ability of the kids at that age. How many of them have the speed, ferocity, and
velocity.
strength and velocity to make a hit and an impact that would cause a concussion?
Yeah, the physics don't
the
add up.
athletic, yeah.
I think at 4 and 5 years old, they'll just bump into each other.
Yeah, no, they bump into each other.
I mean, I could throw a wiffle ball off the wall and probably make a harder impact.
Yeah.
Like that electronic football
They can't even
game
throw the ball yet.
from the
It's
70s.
like,
Yeah.
That's all they do is run the ball,
yeah,
too.
It's a run league.
I'll
you
throw a
know?
Twinkie at your head is probably more dangerous.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, when I played, there was, like, maybe one dude who could light you up. And that's because he was...
Anyone who could light you up got bumped up.
Yeah,
to the
they were
next
playing
level.
varsity.
Yeah,
they
you
were
got
playing high
bumped
school
up
football.
because you
There's
have
no way they're
the
playing
physical
like-
ability
yeah.
to play with
At a high
bigger
level.
kids, yeah.
At that age.
Those first couple years, 3 years are all just about fundamentals, learning the rules. Like, no, you can't hold, you can't pass interfere. This is how you should tackle. Tackle with your face leading in, not the top of your head. Like, they're teaching all the fundamental stuff.
Wrap your arms around the guy around his waist and drag him down.
Yeah.
You're not slamming.
They're not
him
able to do anything. Anyways, they have
Pop
padding on.
Warner-
They can't even hug nobody.
Pop Warner, I'd be more worried about my kid breaking a bone than getting a concussion.
And you know what? That happens. That happens
Yeah.
more often than you think.
Yeah.
But even then, that's just a risk kids are going to take all the time. If they're not going to break a bone on the football field, they're going to break a bone jumping off your own couch.
Yeah.
That's going to happen. I've seen kids do that. It's ridiculous to think.
Think about how many times you jumped off your couch or rolled off your bed when you were drunk and hit your head. I mean, fuck, that's more of a chance.
Some of us
rattling
weren't
your
rich
brain.
enough to afford couches
Yeah.
like this asshole over here.
It's not my fault. I didn't have a couch. When I was growing up, I had like an entire mane of like bear skin. And it was made out of the meat of bears.
The bear was tamed.
The bear was tamed, just
and
sat
knew
there.
his role in the house.
Every time he sat on the couch, we knew exactly. He was thinking to himself, "Fuck, not again."
My
But,
father wrestled him, bare chest and all.
Bare chest and all. And all he did every time we sat on him, he would just bellow, and that was it.
So I think the Pop Warner thing we already discussed. Bam. Okay, those first few years, you're very limited risk
it's
of a
not gonna
concussion. It's probably not going to happen at all. I'd say junior high school to high school for sure, you can end up with concussion. Junior high, those ages, you'd probably get a concussion.
See, and that's the thing again. If you're a freshman and you're lighting up guys on the field with tackles, you're not playing as a freshman. They're going to bump you up to the varsity.
Yeah.
Because they see that you can play at that level. So there's really no risk as a freshman to get lit up enough to where you get a concussion.
If you do get lit up enough, you're probably not getting a lot of PT anyways.
Yeah. Because
Not for your own protection.
just because you suck.
I was like
shit.
120 pounds,
Whatever.
130.
Still suck.
You should have ate more, dude. You should have stopped.
I
sucking.
did. Had those high. No, wait, no. You can't say you should have ate more. You should stop sucking dick. You can't slip that in there, so I can say I did eat a lot. But a dick. You can't do that. One response at a time. I did eat a lot. Not a dick. Zero. I was on the zero dick diet.
Zero dick diet.
Yeah,
There's no carbs in dick.
You know what? But yeah, I tried to eat a lot of food.
It's Atkins approved.
Yeah, to try and gain weight. But you know what? It just high metabolism didn't happen. Yeah, I was a scrawny kid in high school. But you know what? I played like 2 years of high school football. Never had a concussion. Athletic ability was standing. You know what? It's just.
Well,
I wasn't. Even though you could say, "Oh, dude, you got this fucking scrawny kid could go against someone who's like,
like 225 pounds,
220, 260,
Yeah.
6-footer." Like, I was never really put in those damn situations because due to my size, I didn't get a lot of PT.
Well, you're probably one of the people in the group that didn't, get a concussion because you didn't play. So.
Well, yeah,
and there you go. That's the
what I'm
point.
saying.
That's the
Exactly.
fucking point.
That's
That's the
what I'm
point. That's the point.
The ones who do probably get concussions are the ones who are getting all the PT,
All the
and
PT.
everything because they have some athletic ability.
Yeah.
They got the size and everything to withstand the punishment.
And even then, it's not like the coach is going out and telling these guys, "Hey, hit with the crown of your head."
No.
They're not going to go out there and tell them that.
Even if that wasn't a life-threatening injury,
Yeah.
they don't want their players missing any time at all.
So it would be dumb to cut. It's counterproductive
Yeah.
at the most part. So it's ridiculous to say anything like that.
And I would say, the doctor said you should, people could get charges for child endangerment if you have your kid play high school football. It's like, okay, let's look at the facts here. How many percentage of people in high school, for one, let's just say what is the percentage of players on the team that even get real PT? less than 50%.
Yeah.
Less than 50% of the team gets real PT.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, mathematically, you can look at it like this. How many people are on a team? 40?
It depends on the
roster?
high school.
So let's say it's
40,
40.
50, 60. Like
Let's say it's 44, just to be nice, right? Nice even number. 11 people were playing on the field at one time. Now, for the most part, 75% of that team probably fucking sucks.
Yep.
So they're going to play 11 people both ways. So 25% of the people are going to be playing all the time.
Yeah. The really good players, a lot of them play both ways.
I played both ways.
Bitch. I bet you do play both ways.
Yeah, but
And that's completely false. I heard in high school you sucked a lot.
Damn.
Of damn.
damn it.
That's a funny
Now we
joke
said
for
one
the day, I
statement.
guess. So, right off the bat, you can scratch half of the roster who probably have a good chance of not getting a concussion because they're not really going to have the PT. Because, 11 starters offense, 11 starters of defense, and you can guarantee there's just a few of them that are starting offense and defense and are going to never freaking come out of the damn game until it's a blowout.
Yeah.
And that's when I come in.
No, that's when they come in you.
Yeah.
But either way, think about this though too. It seems like he's only pointing out football. What about other sports?
Other
Soccer.
sports.
Yeah.
Soccer use their head all
yeah.
the time, and
Use
they're
their head
constantly
all
hitting each
the
other,
time.
bumping each other's
What
head.
about hockey?
Hockey?
Yeah, didn't bring
Hey,
hockey's physical.
Baseball has a very
Super
high
duper
chance of
physical.
hitting the head
All
with
the
a damn
time.
baseball at 90 miles an hour.
Yeah.
What about boxing
Baseball.
or MMA?
Everything. Every sport
Amateur
possible.
boxing. So where does it stop?
Where does
Badminton.
it stop?
Badminton.
Yeah. No, one time he saw this player fall on the ground.
Playing badminton?
Freak accident. A gopher busts out the ground at the same time and hit him in the head. And,
One of those grab their feet from the
Yeah,
ground.
That
CTE.
What's it called? A birdie, right? That little
The
birdie.
birdie.
Well, you know what though?
No, they call it a shuttlecock.
Yeah.
That's legit. They call it a shuttlecock.
It is. I thought
Upon
it was
further
birdie.
investigation, the badminton player one time showed up to football practice for one day. That's where the CTE came from.
That's all there. That's
There's the
obviously.
14 years right there.
Yeah.
14 years.
Jeez.
So yeah, there are other sports that are physical. And
Yeah.
why would we want that is American life, like our sports. Like
Yeah.
why would you want to take that away from your kids or it's yeah, I could get you okay, maybe you don't want your kid getting into martial arts or whatever. You're afraid you're gonna get kicked in the face or something, and it's like
Well, even then, somebody who is reckless in, let's say, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, someone who is extremely reckless in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu could be considered a deadly weapon.
yeah.
A deadly weapon. But it's not like you go around applying for a license for your fucking body. It makes absolutely no sense. It's stupid. This guy, what's his name? Bennet?
Yes.
Bennet Omalu.
Amalu.
See, this is the thing
I'm
that
with it.
I see about him. And, I see character. And the one thing that I see about him is that he's fame chasing.
Boom.
And that's all he does is just fame chase and camera chase because he wants to be famous for being the guy who took football away.
Yeah.
So that way he
down.
could be this primetime doctor making all this money and saying, hey, look, I eliminated football. I deserve a Nobel Prize. And that's his ultimate goal. His ultimate goal is to take football away from America. He can't do it at the pro level because these are grown men that make their own choices.
Yeah.
He saw that.
They make billions of dollars.
Make
They're
billions of
not taking
dollars,
that
so
away.
they're going to look at this guy and be like, get out of here.
Yeah.
But ultimately-
College level is the same
College
thing.
$1 billion.
It's a $1 billion industry, and these kids are going out there and they're playing, and they're not going to listen. They're over 18 years old. They make their own choices. They're not going to listen to this guy who's going to take away their education and their scholarship from them. Not to mention the fact that he's doing this to kids. Parents of America, listen to this. If you don't listen to anything else, listen to this right now. This man, Bennet Omalu, is that his name?
Amalu.
Let's just change it every time.
Let's just change it.
Amalu, that's what it is.
Amalu. Bennet Omalu does not care about your kids. He hates your children because he wants to take away the only opportunity for your kids to have a college education.
Yeah, some people it is their only opportunity.
It's their only
you know,
opportunity.
to
Actually
Unless
excel
you get
because
into a
they
major
can't do it.
university.
Unless you play basketball. And then
Because-
if you play basketball, then you're only in college for 1 year anyway. So.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
there's not
You're
enough.
not there for
there's
the
not
education.
enough.
Yeah, you're not there for the education.
Yeah, and there's not enough roster space for all the thousands of kids to have that opportunity. In football, you have 40 kids per team, and there are hundreds, if not hundreds of thousands of high school
in
teams.
college, I think the rosters are like 70, 80 people deep.
70, 80
Yeah.
kids deep, coming from high schools all across the nation. These are tens of thousands of kids getting a college education through scholarship from football, and he's ripping that from your children. He's ripping this opportunity from your family. Your child might be the only child to ever go to college.
No.
And he's taking that from you. And he does not care about any one of you except for himself. Because all he cares about is being the
Silence
guy.
your phone.
God damn it, turn your
That's the
fucking
doctor.
phone off.
It's the doctor.
Mother, he's calling right now.
Who you talking this shit?
Dr.
You talking this shit, bitch?
Dr. Ahmed's calling you. Will Smith.
So Will Smith's calling you. That's who's calling you. So and that's my point, is that that's all he cares about. This man is fame chasing. He only cares about being the guy to eliminate football from America itself, which should be unconstitutional. And he is ripping the education from your children. From your children. He is taking this from them because he does not care about kids. He does not care about your children. No matter how much he wants to say that to make himself look better, he is browbeating the shit out of you as parents and making you feel guilty for doing this. Don't do that. Don't give in to this criminal's ways, this dictator's ways. Hitler did that. Hitler did that to his people. Don't let this man do that to your kids.
Don't be a Nazi.
Don't be a fucking Nazi. Don't be a... I'm not going to say that. Answer the door.
You know, another thing to consider is like one of the points that they're trying to make is like, oh, you know, strip away football from the high school level. They're not old enough to understand the consequences, blah, blah. Don't give me that fucking shit. You know why? Because it's totally not true. You can't tell me that they don't understand the consequences. If they didn't understand the consequences, then tell me, how is it that a 13 or 14-year-old can be tried as an adult in the state of California? Or, no, let's just not even talk about California. Like, just nationwide.
Nationwide.
Yeah.
Some states have varying degrees of what age can be tried as an adult, but it does, you know, it's like 16, 15, 14, 13.
Yeah, if you can get tried as an adult,
you can be tried as an adult. You can fucking play football, dude.
Yeah.
You can play football. I think in California, I think it's like 13 is the age, the youngest age you can be tried as an adult.
And this
is you know, if...
And this is my last point because it segues into my final point. And that is, not only is this man taking education from your children, but he's just so much does not care about your kids that he is allowing your kids to go out and instead of play football, go out and commit crime.
Yep.
Because
the reason anything else to do.
They don't have anything to do. The only reason they're playing football is just to stay out of trouble. So he's taking that from your kids as well because all he cares about is himself. He doesn't care if your kids go off to jail. He doesn't care if your kids are going to go off and commit crime or get into trouble or get lured into being in a gang. Football is such a positive that it makes sure that they have a family atmosphere, so that way they are out of gangs, so they don't go out and commit crime, so they don't go out and get into trouble.
Chances are they don't get a college scholarship. They don't make it to the pros. They don't even play at the college level even without a scholarship, chances are. But the values they learn in football, like, it's going to teach them something.
Oh,
and teach them discipline, accountability, teamwork, you know, having to be reliable. Like, not just for yourself, but, you know, that other people are depending on you. Like, those are very valuable lessons.
And
to learn
something that your kids could take with them and teach their children. And that is what this doctor is trying to rip away.
Life values.
He's trying to rip away these family values from your children and make it tougher on America because he hates America.
Yeah.
Basically,
America.
he hates
out.
football and he hates America. Because if you hate football, you hate America. Bottom line.
And if you don't chew Big Red, then fuck you.
God damn it, Fred, why aren't you saying shit?
I did.
God damn it, say some shit. Talk.
You're saying all my points.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad, dude.
I mean, hey, no, it's all good.
We over-talked them.
I mean, shit, I played football for 5 years. I think I'm okay.
Yeah, you don't have CTE, right?
I don't think so.
He pisses the bed sometimes, but
I've always done that though.
He just never broke habit.
Yeah, I never broke habit. I enjoyed it too much. It felt good.
I mean,
he's
like
just lazy. That's why.
Based on what this doctor has said, at the high school level is when you're like prone to concussion, right?
14 years of study.
14
for
years of
the same
study.
amount of people, and only the people in high school have CTE.
Have CTE.
Which obviously that makes no sense in the year forms.
At all. Now, you played high school football.
Yep.
You didn't go on to the college level.
I did,
Junior college, but in high school, since you played high school, you don't have CTE, do you?
Nah.
Do you have like fits of rage every now and then?
No.
I mean,
sensitive to light.
Sensitive to I can't see right now.
Only when the kids piss me off, then I have to, backhand the face.
But then you're teaching them life values.
Yeah, don't piss me off.
Imagine the possibilities, like using that as a defense statement in court. Like, oh, see, Your Honor, you don't get it. I beat the shit out of my wife because I played high school football for 4 years. It's not my fault. I had brain damage.
Yep.
And you know what? With CTE, you
can
can't even
confirm it.
diagnose that until you're dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like, the only way to diagnose this is after you're dead to test your brain.
Yeah.
So how is the judge and the jury going to say no? You'd be like, you know what? I have CTE.
I just think it's crap.
I know I do. That's why I beat my wife, because my brain isn't right. It's not my fault.
I just think it's crap because it seems he's singling out football itself. And
Yeah,
there's so many other things, normal things you do every day that jiggle your brain around that can cause the same damage. You know what I mean?
How about a roller coaster?
A roller coaster. If you go to damn Six Flags every damn day or every month, like
technically the G-forces in a roller coaster are way greater than the G-forces in a tackle.
Dude, when you're
especially when you're 10 years old.
Yeah. Think about those people that ride dirt bikes or the X Games, things like that. You know what I mean? Snowboarding. How constantly are you falling?
Yeah, skateboarders too, man.
It's so
Why
many.
not?
Most of the videos you see, the skateboarders aren't even wearing a helmet when they're on the street. You know.
I mean, I understand with football, a lot of times you're banging bodies and things like that. But
you know why he's attacking football? Because of all those sports we just mentioned, football is the biggest money maker.
Yep.
You know?
All the money,
the sustained money. It's
Shane
not going
O'Mac.
nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's big time
all
money.
about the money.
Yeah, has he attacked WWE or anything?
Nope.
No. Football, the top dog. Who's making the most money? You know why? Who's the one that can pay him the biggest amount of money to shut his fucking
think
mouth?
about that. Wrestling has been around probably just as long as football has, and think about how much they bang each other around on a mat, concrete floors, chairs, everything.
And not even just talking about WWE. I mean, you're talking about
wrestling in
college,
general.
high school.
Yeah.
You know,
actual wrestling.
yeah, wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Like people get fucking suplexed.
Yeah, there's
but,
everything.
Like, look at judo. Judo is all about fucking throws and slams. Like you can attack judo. You know why? Because there's no money in judo.
There's no money in it, and
there's no reason for him to research that. What are the effects of CTE in judo athletes? No one's gonna pay him for that.
I'm sure there's a hefty payout for a Nobel Prize. So.
Let me tell you something. This Dr. Omalu, is that his name?
Yeah, I think you got it
Okay,
right.
I got it right this time. Dr. Omalu, you know what he really wants in life?
Money,
He wants money,
bitches, and weed.
car. But most importantly, he wants to be rich just like me. That's the most important thing.
You can't touch that one though. That one's you're too far.
You want to know why? Because I'm not Jay-Z rich.
No.
I'm not Dr. Dre rich.
Nah,
Not Blue Ivy rich.
I'm not Blue Ivy rich. I'm not even rich, bitch. I'm Scrooge McDuck rich. Scrooge. I'm swimming my own fuck. I'm swimming my own coins. I'm Scrooge McDuck.
He has a room full of pennies.
I got the Scrooge McDuck money just lying around everywhere.
He knows about who wants money.
Dude, that's why I can never get AIDS.
Too close to money at all times.
I'm too close to money at all times.
Yeah, he eats it.
I don't have to worry
just like
about
Magic
a condom.
Johnson did. He eats money.
I don't ever have to worry about a condom.
Boom.
Condoms come to you. Huh?
So
Trojans is there. At your house
Trojan's
all the
my
time.
sponsor.
Like, come on, you ready for that endorsement deal?
Trojan sponsors other people. I sponsor Trojan.
Dr. Omalu is not wearing a condom either with all these little kids. Yeah.
Exactly.
He's fucking them all.
All of them.
Yeah.
Because he does not care about your children. Does not care about your
He just
children.
wants the money.
Any final thoughts? Yeah, he just wants to get paid.
He's
That's
trying
all
to
it
get
is.
paid. The NFL to give him some hush money. Shut the fuck up. Go away.
And go
Stop
away.
talking about this.
This
yeah.
deal. This.
Go
what you
research
call it.
something else. That's what they. Ultimately, they'll probably what
Go find a cure for cancer, bitch.
And if you don't believe the NFL would do some shady shit like that,
They would.
yeah,
They would.
They would.
You know it. We all know it.
They would find some discreet way to do it, but they will get that offer out there for him to shut his mouth.
Why else is Adrian Peterson playing in the NFL?
Boom.
Any final thoughts?
I played high school football, so obviously I have no thoughts in my head, right?
Dr. Omelet sucks ass.
Dr. Omelet. Dr. Denver Omelet. And I ain't got no final thoughts. All I know is like, comment, and subscribe. If you got a comment about Dr. Omalu, go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Let us know what you think. I've been Jimbo Stevens. This is the whole effing podcast, Ray Van Dam. That up there is Fast Freddy. He's going to be in the next video too because he's here for a while. He's wife free. So I tried to get him to go to the Asian massage parlor.
For at least 25 minutes.
At least 25 minutes. So until next time, guys.
Love football.
Just love football. Football is lifeblood of America.
Boom.
Yep.
Exactly. Like, comment, subscribe.
sweet.
Hit the bell icon. Woo! I've been Jimbo Stevens. Holla at your boy.